In the NHL, diving into the free agent market is akin to rolling the dice in a high-stakes game of chance. Fans light up with excitement at the prospect of landing a marquee player, one who could be the missing puzzle piece on their team's quest for the Stanley Cup. The anticipation, the hope, the endless possibilities, it's all part of the thrill. But as every seasoned fan knows, for every fairy tale ending, there's a saga of disappointment. Not every big-ticket signing turns out to be the game-changer it's hyped up to be. In our exploration today, we're zeroing in on 6 free agent signings that promised much but delivered little, leaving fans and franchises alike scratching their heads in disbelief. From unexpected flops to high-profile letdowns, these are the tales of ambition that ended in anticlimax, serving as stark reminders that in the unpredictable world of professional hockey, not all that glitters is gold. Sheldon Soure's Edmonton ordeal. The Edmonton Oilers' search for a defensive titan saw them snag Sheldon Soure with a lucrative 5-year contract, banking on his impressive run with the Canadiens to continue. With expectations sky high, fans and management alike envisioned Soure as the linchpin of their defense, a player whose cannon of a shot and physicality could transform their fortunes. However, the dream quickly soured as Soure's time with the Oilers became synonymous with frustration rather than triumph. Injuries haunted him, curtailing his ability to contribute consistently. There was a fleeting moment of hope in his second season, when Soure seemed to recapture some of his former glory, reminding everyone of his potential. Yet, this resurgence was short-lived, as injury woes returned, casting a long shadow over his tenure with the team. This led to a clumsy and uncomfortable situation where the Oilers had to make the tough decision to loan him out, a move that preceded buying out his contract. Soure's journey with the Oilers is a poignant reminder of the unpredictable nature of sports, where a promising start can sometimes lead to unfulfilled potential, leaving fans to ponder what might have been in a different set of circumstances. Mark Messier's unwelcome Vancouver venture. Mark Messier's arrival in Vancouver in 1997 was heralded with great fanfare, with expectations sky high for the hockey legend to bring his winning ways to the Canucks. It was thought that his leadership and skill would elevate the team to new heights. However, the dream scenario everyone hoped for quickly turned into a series of contentious episodes that left fans and players alike bewildered. Messier's insistence on wearing the captain's C and his decision to don the number 11, a number that held significant emotional value to the Canucks fanbase due to its association with the late Wayne Mackey, sparked immediate controversy. These actions, coupled with his failure to deliver the on-ice performance expected of a player of his caliber, made his stint in Vancouver a period of constant turmoil. Despite being one of the most revered figures in the sport, Messier's legacy in Vancouver was marred by these missteps. His time with the Canucks became a cautionary tale about the complexities of integrating a high-profile player into a new team, especially when expectations are not met and actions off the ice overshadow achievements on it. Instead of fond memories and championship parades, Messier's tenure in Vancouver is often looked back on with a sense of what could have been, had things gone differently. David Clarkson's Toronto Maple Leafs misfire. David Clarkson's leap to the Toronto Maple Leafs in 2013 was greeted with a buzz of anticipation, with fans and pundits alike expecting big things. However, what unfolded was a series of letdowns that quickly dampened the initial excitement. Clarkson, who inked a massive 7-year deal, found himself in hot water right from the get-go, earning a suspension in his very first preseason appearance, a foreboding start to his tenure with the Leafs. As the seasons rolled on, the high hopes that Clarkson could bring his Devil's magic to Toronto fizzled out. On the ice, his performance fell short of expectations, failing to deliver the impact everyone had hoped for. This chapter in Clarkson's career serves as a poignant reminder that big names and big contracts don't always translate to success. His time with the Leafs became a cautionary tale about the pitfalls of free agency hype, underscoring the reality that sometimes, what seems like a shining addition can turn out to be a costly misstep. Wade Redden's Rough Rangers ride. Wade Redden's transition to the New York Rangers in 2008 was filled with expectations of strengthening their defensive line. But what unfolded was far from anticipated. Redden, who had carved out a reputation as a reliable defenseman during his tenure with the Ottawa Senators, found himself in a downward spiral almost as soon as he donned a Rangers jersey. Instead of being the linchpin the Rangers had hoped for, Redden's performance took a nosedive, leaving fans and management scratching their heads. This decline in form led to Redden being waived, a move that not only signaled the end of his time with the Rangers, but also marked the beginning of the end of his NHL journey. His subsequent relegation to playing in the AHL was a jarring outcome for a player once considered among the league's defensive elite. Redden's story with the Rangers serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of sports careers, where yesterday's hero can quickly become today's cautionary tale. It highlights the harsh reality that past achievements, no matter how impressive, don't guarantee future success in the ever-evolving and competitive world of professional hockey. Sean Avery's Dallas disaster. Sean Avery's transition to the Dallas Stars back in 2008 quickly became a headline grabber for all the wrong reasons. Avery, a player already notorious for his ability to stir up controversy, didn't take long to make his mark in Dallas, but unfortunately, it wasn't by scoring goals or helping the team win games. Instead, Avery became the center of a media storm following his off-ice comments that crossed the line, leading to a league suspension that overshadowed any potential on-ice contributions he could have made. This incident was the tipping point for the Stars, who decided that Avery's penchant for attracting negative attention far outweighed any benefits his hockey skills might bring to the team. His swift exit from Dallas was a breath of fresh air for many within the organization and fan base, serving as a stark reminder that not all high-profile signings turn out to be golden. Avery's saga with the Stars became a cautionary tale, illustrating that a player's impact extends far beyond their performance during game time, and that sometimes the gamble on a controversial figure can backfire spectacularly, leaving a team to pick up the pieces. Jeff Finger's forgettable Leafs stint. The Toronto Maple Leafs gamble on Jeff Finger back in 2008 turned out to be more of a misstep than a masterstroke, leaving fans and critics alike bewildered. Finger, who was, to put it kindly, a serviceable defenseman, found himself locked into a 4-year, $14 million deal that baffled the hockey world. As the seasons unfolded, it became increasingly clear that this financial commitment was a misfire. Finger's inability to elevate his game to match his paycheck saw him relegated to the AHL, symbolizing a significant misjudgment by the Leafs front office. This episode in Leafs history stands as a cautionary tale about the perils of free agency, underscoring the critical need for thorough evaluation and foresight before opening the checkbook. It's a reminder that not all signings shine, and sometimes they can linger as costly reminders of what happens when hope outweighs evidence. Finger's saga with the Leafs is a chapter that many in Toronto would prefer to forget, serving as a lesson in the pitfalls of overzealous investment in unproven talent. These tales of free agent signings gone awry serve as a reminder that in the high-stakes world of the NHL, not every gamble pays off. For every player who leads their team to glory, there are those whose journeys serve as cautionary tales for future signings. As fans, we watch, we hope, and sometimes we learn the hard way that the road to the Stanley Cup is paved with both triumphs and tribulations. In case you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new update from us in the future. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you again soon.